activity. I want to learn more about like your experience. There's a lot of different topics that I want to discuss with you on the staffing key individual for medtech company. How is that different from other companies? I want to discuss all of that. So let's start with just very quickly a little bit more about like your background. How did you end up in that industry?
So long, wild story, but shortly after graduating from university, I had a couple quick stints internationally down in Central and South America that ultimately brought me back to South Florida. And I joined a firm that was a recruitment firm that had somewhat of a focus in med tech and medical device. And that was really my first foray into the industry. Very, very early on, very quickly, I should say, absolutely fell in love with the complexities, the technology, the regulated aspect of it, the fact that you could build a device and not just go right to market or eBay or Amazon and sell it to people, but you had to go through this third party called notified bodies or the FDA, for example. And it was a coin toss sometimes. Sometimes it was approved, sometimes it wasn't. Then you had to do all these either quick fixes or sometimes not so quick fixes. They were all very expensive. And other times, once you were approved, then the next chapter started of actually how do you get this technology into the patient's or physician's hands? And that's really where the game of commercialization starts. So it was a never-ending story or pool of information to learn, and it was fascinating. So when you can't ever really catch up with anything and there's always something to learn, I usually get enthralled with that type of environment. And so that was medical device. Very quickly after that, I decided that I wanted to continue going to school. I went and got my master's in regulatory affairs in medical devices and biopharma with a special focus in medical devices out of Northeastern up in Boston, Northeastern University. And that really solidified my foundation of understanding everything from R&D through commercialization, everything that a medical device company or a medical device as a technology has to endure, because everything comes back to regulatory affairs in some capacity. There's regulations for R&D and quality and clinical and manufacturing and commercialization and marketing, et cetera. So that was my foundation that locked me into the industry. And then after that, I looked behind me and I had numerous years of networking, voracious networking, friends built all over the world that were doing way cooler things that I could ever imagine doing myself. And that never-ending chasing of passion for this industry just continues.